I get it.
Okay. So do you have an overlay and stuff you wanted to do for this? I don't know what time showtime was. I just realized, um, and I think it's 5 o'clock. It's like 1 minute from now. Um,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry.
I'm currently posting announcements.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you have your?
I'm set
Go
up
ahead.
for streaming my desktop, so if you were to just stream to like Discord, I could pick it up
Okay.
and use it.
Okay.
Starting your stream on time would be really playing against genre.
Yeah.
I mean, for streamers, how many streamers do you know who actually start like on the dot when they say their stream starts?
Many actually.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
really important. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. No. You. Uh-oh. Let me make sure it's in the right window. There you go.
Okay.
This is a way of doing it. Sorry, I have my ad playing on the top of the screen. Here we go. Let me grab some things. Last minute chance, by the way, we've got some characters for you to pick your models. Some of these I have grabbed just from things that I had left over. I tried making some the other night, but they turned out really fucking cursed. So, really fucking cursed. Oh. Oh.
Interesting.
So,
Okay, that should be better.
Are you okay if you're a wizard? Lawrence? I know she was a wizard slave.
She's a focused practitioner, which is a 3 years of magic. The focused practitioner
Is the lowest? It is someone is technically doing magic, but can only do magic on a very specific, like, focused topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
She can do
D-
magic
does
on.
this character model work? Vaguely female, vaguely wizardy.
I don't actually see your stream.
I can see your stream.
Oh no, I see it. Never mind. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Here's what we got. Currently, I can try to dredge up some more. I tried putting together spellpunk models for literally everyone. Yeah, this is spellpunk theater, by the way. Welcome.
No.
Vague animations brought to you by Spellpunk, Cyberbyte, Dark Time Galaxy, Centermost Lordex, now available, soon to be what is it, Inscription Day, coming soon.
Inscription Day?
Yeah, Inscription Day. It's when the treeware comes out.
Okay. I need to start the voiceover and stuff,
Yeah,
and
I
actually
will
be
mute
streaming.
myself.
You can introduce yourself, but yeah. 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to a slightly different kind of stream. You can call me Scarlet. I'm the one currently speaking. And we will be playing the Dresden Files RPG tonight with characters Milo Kai and Princess Rose.
Roses. Gotta add the lead speak in there too. It's important. Because she doesn't know what names are.
Right. Also, with tonight, we have a sort of live clip show to go along with the game. So I will switch over to that. And would you two like to introduce yourselves first?
Yeah, Hi. My name is.
And you too.
Oh, sorry. I'm the puppet show guy. Hi. Welcome to Puppet Show, brought to you by Spellpunk, Cyberpunk, Dark Time Galaxy, Cinemost Lore Decks. It's a book I've released. It's out. Buy it now. Okay.
Buy it now.
I'm not gonna tell you where.
That's part of the quest. You have to find a copy. You can only buy it from some like cyberpunk vendor, street vendor.
And, playing Milo will be playing the role of Milo is Tyler. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm terrible. My character is Milo Kai. He's in the Dresden Files system. He's a true faith practitioner, which means he has supernatural powers sourcing from the fact that he is such a good person and has so much faith in the world that he does, essentially he performs miracles. So in this case, he's a hippie, and he performs miracles with his positive vibrations.
Are you trying to turn that frown upside down?
I believe he is. Yes. And Princess Roses?
Hi, my character is Princess Roses, spelled in leet speak because she is essentially a child of the internet who was kidnapped at a young age and basically forced to be a tech wizard for a regular wizard because that's a very rare thing. And because she can interface with technology, she basically only existed in computers and basically grew up on the internet, so she doesn't know how to human.
And she's very curious, it seems.
Yes, she is very curious about how people are because she doesn't know how people are.
So our story takes place in a city called Thorntree City, which, very briefly in description, would how to describe it? It's a mountain valley city, so many mountains in the background and in the foreground, including some unfortunate ones. It is said to be in harmony with nature because whether you're a someone in tech or someone in other industries, you're always aiming to do things like zero emissions, green initiatives. Folks do things like have community gardens, have community organized co-ops. But yeah, generally it's said to be pretty in harmony with nature and a very green city. Which is also punctuated by the fact that it has a kind of psychedelic nightlife. There's a lot of clubs to go to, a lot of tourism around said clubs, and a lot of decriminalized things that you can do at the clubs. And the trouble punctuating the city, though, is that the Never Never, which is in the Dresden Files universe, a parallel world full of demons and spirits and pretty much everything you can think of that goes bump in the night and just isn't human. The veil, the divide between our world and the Nether Never, it's weak here. It oftentimes you find things that have crossed over and are creeping around in the city streets, unfortunately. But we join our adventures on a sunny morning at Milo's community residence block. Milo has a residential co-op of about 80 people he's in charge of. I say in charge of, he mainly just runs groceries and things of that nature. But, yeah, that's basically the scene. Milo. You're
Hello.
currently unloading food and supplies that you have bought from the local store to your residence.
Yes. Uh, so he's, effectively trying to get everyone to come and get their food. Many of them probably won't and want to take it, but such is life. I'm sure they have important things to be doing, which is why they aren't here.
A couple people ask you if you've seen Tony or Evan recently.
Has he?
No.
Oh no. So he's going to be like, no, I haven't. Have you heard anything about those?
No. A couple of people just have a simple no. Someone mentions that they work for the same college that Tony goes to, and Tony has not been around recently. They're actually quite worried about him.
Right. Okay, I'll go check on them. So he'll get the selection of the groceries which are slotted for Tony and Evan, and go take those to uh, take those to their apartments.
All right, just going by yourself.
Do they live together or?
Yes, they're roommates.
Okay. Are they roommates or like roommates?
No, Tony is in master's program for being a librarian. Evan, he had some nice promising job when he moved in some tech industry, but nobody knows what he does now, other than he really likes anime.
I love the little Rayman hands on the NPCs.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. So he will knock on their door.
No answer.
If he knocks a couple more times and there's still no answer or anything, he will use. Does he have like a building key to get into any of the apartments?
Why don't we roll connections for it?
Oh, that's a good idea. Is this just straight connections or not contacts?
Contacts, yes. I can't think of anything it's modified by.
Okay. I have a total +1 for a +4 rate contacts.
Yeah, you've got like the keys for. You got a spare key for everyone's apartment,
Cool. Okay.
including this one.
He is concerned, especially if Tony's like effectively been dropping out of his classes. So he will use the key and go inside.
Inside, in the foyer, there's nothing that's really out of place. But you're almost immediately next to the kitchen where there's like it looks like somebody started to have breakfast and you see a plate smashed on the floor. There's some food on the ground. It looks like something's been eating the food occasionally. But it doesn't look really fresh.
Right. Okay. Let's look at skills and powers here. Well, he's a great therapist. He has power for that. Probably not helpful.
A magic therapist.
If he talks to you, he can remove mental and social conditions. Right. Check the bedrooms.
There's a cat. This one is it's a solid gray cat. It's just kind of sitting there in the floor.
What even is that? Is that a tentacle taco?
That's the weird food on the ground. I'm just having trouble with transparencies right now. There you go. There it is.
That is horrifying.
It's called a McQueenie, and they're very popular in the Centermost Galaxy.
I think I've seen one of these in a documentary about Japan.
Yeah, actually, we did watch a video of someone make one. There's just a big difference. This is kind of like a nacho cheese. Yeah.
A tentacle covered in nacho cheese in a tortilla.
Yeah, it's like a taco.
Milo would eat it.
But like a thick taco. I can't think of what they're called. They're like real thick tortillas. It's kind of like an unfried. What do you call them? Yeah, it's a chalupa shell.
Yeah. Okay. There's a little cat on the ground. It's just sitting there.
It looks kind of out of it, honestly.
Oh no. He's like, "Hi, cat." As he reaches down, like gets did they have a pet? Did he know if they had a pet?
No, they didn't have pets.
Okay.
You should note that you're specifically, this is an Evan's bedroom.
Mhm.
It's very anime. There's lots of posters, stuff around.
Right.
Oh no. The taco is appropriate.
We won't touch anything. Okay. If he touches the cat, does it respawn?
The taco is appropriate.
Kind of. Still seems like it's, like I said, it seems out of it, just in general. Like, but just kind of isn't responding at the moment, except for like just a little bit.
Right. Okay.
It's just kind of like looking at you, like, what are you doing?
There's nothing else of interest in this room.
Unmade bed. Lots of Catgirl anime figurines, posters. Nothing immediately jumps out to you.
Okay. Then he will step out to look in Tony's room.
In the main room, there is a like black and gray tabby cat
There's another
that
cat?
meows. Yes.
Oh, hello, he says. Okay, oh, wait, no, I'm actually really good at this. I like to use, I have a stunt, finely tuned third eye. He gets +2 bonus to lore when using it to spot supernatural activity, and can sometimes see things that would normally only be revealed by the sight.
Right.
Can I roll lore as he is looking around trying to see, now suspicious that something really weird is happening?
Yes.
Okay. Then I have a net 0, which is still a good +3 rate.
There's been a spirit here, like, from the Never Never.
Oh, no.
It's got resonance all over this cat.
He pets the cat. Does Does it respond?
Yeah, it was meowing before. It's now kind of rubbing against your hand and like goes to rub against your foot.
Mm,
This one, it's kind of looks like it's doing cat things, and it kind of looks like it isn't doing cat things, and it's a little confusing. But mostly, it just seems to be like really pleased that someone's here.
oh no. I have a great +4 empathy rating. Do I need to roll to understand cat better?
Not if you don't want to.
Okay.
But I will say that you've been here a minute, and you were supposed to get finished unloading food and go grab Rose before doing your rounds. So I am putting forward a fate point because Rose isn't safe by herself.
You're right, she isn't. Okay. I will accept that fate point as he quickly pulls some food out of the bags he brought for Tony and Evan and sets the food on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves the door to Evan's room open so that the cat in there can get to the food if it decides to be alive. And then run out to go get Rose.
Rose,
Yes, hello.
I assume that you are chilling in the apartment on the internet when Milo shows up.
Yep. Probably just monitoring the latest drama, you know.
Yeah, it seems there's a big controversy in town about whether or not you can use underwear to clean cars.
Oh, okay.
Seems the city council recently passed a bill that would forbid people from doing this, and people are upset.
Oh no. Does this also affect Cameron's dad cleaning his Ferrari with a diaper?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
From Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a line. It's a line where he talks about he doesn't drive it. He only washes it with a diaper.
I believe yes, it would affect that. He is illegal now.
He is one of the people protesting against said bill.
What layer is this cat on? Sorry.
Also, it says also a cat, but that totally looks like a dog.
I thought you said they were touched by the Fae.
Right. So Milo gets into where Princess Rose is. He's looking around, making sure everything's okay, that she hasn't tried to toast something flammable or otherwise done injury to herself or others.
Oh no. Is she that inept?
Well, I don't know exactly how much real life experience she had access to in her prior situation. I know one of Milo's character aspects is that he is Rose isn't safe on her own. He at least thinks that she needs help.
I see. He's probably right.
Nothing's toasted, but your toaster and kitchen has been graffitied.
Rose, good morning.
Oh, hi, Milo.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, pretty good. I'm just watching this internet drama unfold. It's a pretty big deal. People are really upset about not being able to wash down their cars with underwear.
Were Were they actually doing that before, or are they just mad that they can't now?
I don't know. Does it really matter?
I guess not.
They're gonna be mad about it no matter what.
I should mention this is pretty typical for Thorntree. Seems like every new week there's some kind of new law, and people are upset about it for some reason or another. Oftentimes, it's also repealing these laws that happens as well.
So they just enact a bunch of silly laws and then immediately repeal them?
Well, there's people bringing up silly issues to the city council, and the city council responds by making a law, and then people bring up that they actually were using those silly issues for something. Like they actually thought it was important that they could wash their car with underwear.
I believe.
And petition the city to have it be made legal again and take the old law off the books. And this is kind of how the city's politics happen. They are unstable.
This is...
I believe. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, this is the most useless city government on the planet.
I believe we also discussed that this is one of those cities with clauses where municipal laws can be directly signed into effect with enough citizen signatures. So anything that you can get enough people to sign just becomes a law.
Wow, that sounds like a really bad idea.
Fortunately, nobody signed anything terribly inconsistent into law because, for the most part, people go about their day just fine.
I feel like a city like that needs like a Vernon Supreme type figure to just like be a figurehead for voting in nonsense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's tons of nonsense that gets voted in all the time.
Right. Do you have anything like important going on today? There's some weird stuff happening back at the housing block, and I would appreciate a second pair of eyes on it.
I guess I can take a look. I can always monitor this. I can always monitor what's happening online from anywhere, so...
Fair enough. Let's head back. As he will take Rose and head back to the apartment.
Cool. So you head back to the apartment. There is currently a black and gray tabby that's eating the food you left out, and there is a solid black cat that seems to have wandered out and is now laying in the living room area.
Is the cat eating the tentacle chalupa?
Somehow this is what food in this universe looks like at the moment.
Okay. Maybe, can you find, like, you might be able to find, like, their phones or something?
Yeah. So I should be able to, like... I don't know, do like a aura sensing the technology in the room, maybe? Is that a thing I can do?
You might. You're probably going to do a little ritual. You have channeling and ritual,
Yes,
right?
I do. I can do a ritual to try to find the technology.
I believe I need a conviction and then a discipline roll for that.
For a ritual, first to establish number of shifts required, the complexity of the spell. This is a real real basic tracking spell, so it's probably not very much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one shift.
Oh, only one shift? Okay, then yeah. If it's only one shift, then yes, you would move straight to. You describe whatever the little ritual you're doing looks like. It does not have to be very long with that low of complexity. Then you would roll conviction and discipline, and you're only looking to get a +1 on both of those, or an average result.
So yeah, how does Princess Roses do her technomancy?
Probably just kind of, I don't know, just standing in the room and doing like a close your eyes and try to sense the item sort of thing. While like spinning around, wandering around. I'm thinking.
I'll take it. Okay.
So with these 4 dice, how do I roll the conviction and...
Okay, so what's your conviction rating on your sheet?
I believe it was 2.
Okay. So the dice modify from your base score. Your score is 2. You roll them. You be like, you get a number of positives and negatives that will put you somewhere between 4 and 4 lower than your number.
I got -1.
So you went down from +2 to +1, which is still enough.
And then a discipline roll?
Does that just come from my skill where I have a +2? I have a fair discipline skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 1.
Okay, so you're good.
Cool. Yeah. Bedroom charging tables. Both phones seem to be on their nightstands where you normally find them charging.
Found it! And she just like runs to the room.
To which room?
Each one. One and then the other.
Okay.
Right, can you tell me if there's anything weird on those? Like, did they...
Yeah, she'll have to just like interface with the phone and see what's on it. I guess that will be another... Would that be another ritual?
I think you can do that with channeling, because you're probably just, like, ordering the phone to unlock.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Channeling on each phone. Do I have to roll each one separately?
No, we can roll them together. With 2 shifts?
Yeah.
Channeling requires a conviction and discipline still, correct?
Yes. And you take a point of mental stress every time you do channeling, but those go away at the end of the scene.
Ooh. -2.
-2, you are 2 shifts short. You can take, to make up the difference, you can either spend a fate point to invoke an aspect, or you can take a 2-point mental strain.
Which one's better? I don't know if I have a fate point.
Probably the mental strain, because we're not in any kind of danger where you would be
Okay.
right now.
I'll take the mental strain.
Cool.
And then the discipline roll. Aiming for the
Oh, +4.
well, that went well.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, both phones unlock. You get message histories. For Tony, He sent a few messages off to his professors about 7 days ago. He said he was feeling sick and wouldn't be in class. And this kind of repeats a couple of times and kind of ends with, I'm going to try to get to the hospital because I don't know what's wrong, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
With Evan, Evan doesn't have any like messages history, but if you look on his Discord, there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Oh no. What kind of weird stuff?
Would you fetch me a investigation roll?
Okay. I have fair on investigation.
It's true.
1.
So, for a total of good?
Yeah.
Cool. You perform a fairly good investigation. So it's pretty clear that Evan also has an obsession with cats, and combines these two things in the form of cat girls, and his writings online start sounding really crazy about 7 or 8 days ago, as he talks about meeting somebody who can make a deal. What is it? Then there's some talk about some conspiracy about world order or something. Like there's a conspiracy to keep part of the world hidden from you.
Does he say what kind of deal he's making?
It will make all of his dreams come true.
What does that even mean?
I know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means that was a spirit being a jerk. Which is it's what they're supposed to do, but still.
Then the preceding days, you get he starts getting into uwu speak a lot.
Oh no.
In about 2 days, it's almost unintelligible.
Like, oh no. Is he just speaking like those really bad copy pastas?
Yes. That has become his Discord typing until about 4 days ago, where he just drops it offline completely.
Oh no. Evan turned into an uwu.
Yeah, he did. He paid a spirit to make his dreams come true, which were to be a cat.
Oh no. You mean the cat is Evan? Are these two cats Evan and his roommate?
Let's see if Milo can. I'd like to roll lore. Just regular lore. I don't think this counts for the third eye stunt, unless I can attempt to use the third eye stunt to look at them and see if they are actually.
I'll allow the stunt.
Okay. That is a +2, bringing us to a superb +5 lore, as he looks deeply into the cat's eyes. Like, is there a person in here?
So you can find that there is the like slightest trace, this change, the just the very tip of the tongue that yeah, this does look like an ensouled cat, which would imply that it is a human turned into a cat.
What about the non-responsive cat. Is it what's going on with that one?
You're gonna guess that it's not coping as well as it could be with being a cat.
Right.
Probably failing to it's not panicked, but it's failing to cat.
So I guess Evan was all ready to become a cat, but his roommate wasn't.
Hilariously, I think it might be the other way around, because the non-responsive cat was in Evan's room.
Oh.
And then you know the other cat, the one that's kind of responsive. How to describe it? You know from empathy that like it was nervous and panicking about something. It has been quite fearful for a long time now. The other one, not so much. But they're both kind of failing to cat. Now that you see it.
Evan's gonna be like, okay.
You mean Milo?
Yes, Milo. Well, I don't think I can fix this. Yeah, definitely cannot fix this. I really doubt you can fix this. We'd have to spend like a month building a transformation mechanism to put them inside.
Yeah.
No, I know who we need to talk to. We need Silence. Silence can fix anything. She fixed me.
You mean Serenity?
Yeah, Serenity. That's I think that's what we need. Do you agree?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'll take one cat, you take the other.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I guess since you're already holding one of them, she'll just go grab the other.
Yes. They both take a cat and go get in Milo's like electric hatchback.
Headed to the Silent Island?
Yes.
Okay. Are you bringing anything with you to see Serenity?
Bringing anything with me?
Usually if you want to get into see Serenity, you need to bring temple donations for the monastery.
Right.
I could just hack some money into their account.
I don't think they would appreciate that. Oh no, Miley knows what temple's like. He will bring all of the bags of food that were supposed to be Tony and Evan's groceries for the week.
The rest of the food that is supposed to be Tony and Evan's groceries for the week, because they've dug into some of the bread.
Right. He's like, you guys are terrible cats. Cats don't eat bread. Stop.
Well, did they buy the food when they knew they were going to become cats?
I don't think they knew that.
Wasn't Evan? You said Evan was trying to become a cat.
I think Evan was trying to become a cat girl.
Oh. Well, that backfired horribly.
Yeah, this is why we don't make deals with spirits. So yes, he'll bring a lot of food. Temples love that.
It's
Cool.
Evan, and
Could
what's
you-
the other guy's name?
Tony.
Did Tony want to be a cat girl?
I don't think Tony was ever told what was happening.
Then why is Tony the
Neither
one?
of you have awareness.
Then
Would you like
why?
to make an awareness check?
Well, then why is Tony the one that's doing better with all this?
I can substitute lore for awareness as long as the subject is something supernatural. Otherwise, I don't have awareness.
We can do that.
Okay. Ow. I have a -3 for a mediocre awareness.
Amazing. You will go. You will get to the temple complex at Silent Island without incident. Sorry, Silent Isle. The Silent Isle Monastery is a just kind of as a kind of like private park, but the private here is that it's owned by a Buddhist monastery. The actual like temple and stuff doesn't take up much of the ground, and most of it is pretty much a kind of nature preserve with some trails to do. Walking, people say it's one of the prettier parks and the more peaceful parks in the city. Of the mini parks. But yes, you come in. You are greeted by a couple of monks. You present your donations. You explain that you need to see Serenity.
Yes.
They'll take the donations. They'll bow. They'll leave. You'll see some monks in different robes. One of them is actually a nun, I should say. Come and bring you to like the second floor of this temple. Where you have like a really simple room with like a table and there's some tea. They offer to bring you some tea.
Gladly accept.
And then a nun, a woman. She's looks to actually be fairly young. Steps out. Of course, like all the other monks, she is bald. She steps out and says, "Ah, Milo, it's been a while. What brings you here?"
I've been sorry. I've been running this little community since I last saw you. It's been nice helping people and stuff. But he holds up the cat, and he's like, one of my people, two of my people, turned into cats. You're literally the only person I know who could possibly fix this.
Well, I take it you do not know very many people in the know. But it's also true that people don't usually spontaneously become cats. You know anything of how they got to this situation?
I believe he tried to like sell his soul to a spirit to become an anime cat girl.
I see. Very unfortunate. And of the spirit?
I don't know anything about the spirit. I could find out if you need to know, or we can go look, but we don't know anything about it right now.
Well, I can certainly attend to two cats. And perhaps turn them back to human if they are agreeable. But I do highly recommend finding the spirit, as a spirit with this kind of power roaming the city does not sound like a thing that Thorntree should have.
Oh wow, you're right. It'll still be out there. I didn't even think about that. Oh, we have to do something about that. Oh, that's bad. Oh no.
I would like to do a search online to see if there have been any other stories about people making deals to be transformed into silly things.
Could you roll me investigation?
It is 3 plus 3. So, good.
Good. Yes. Not deals, but we'll say Twitter is suddenly a buzz as apparently there's a something happening. Let's see where to put this. Yeah, people are kind of talking about this with weird hashtags. There's a infection that is suddenly spreading around, is how it's phrased, and people are talking about going to Hopefield Park to look to meet up. Which also people are saying stay away from Hopefield Park because you'll get infected. It's kind of confusing, but it definitely seems to be centered around Hopefield, and also sounds like people are seeing weird things.
Do we know anything else about the infection?
I say people are seeing weird things. People are talking about their ears are pointy, their teeth are pointy, they're growing fur.
Oh.
Yeah, we should get over to that park.
We'll need to find out. These people seem to be getting much more mild transformations, whereas Evan just got turned into a cat.
Probably because he did it on purpose. It sounds like it took days too.
Oh. He turned into a cat on purpose, even though he was trying to be a cat girl?
No, I mean like he invoked a spirit and spent time, like extended time around it on purpose. A lot of these other people, I'm guessing, are just coming into like incidental contact with the spirit.
Oh, okay. Did the spirit, like, make him a full cat, like, on purpose to mess with him?
That depends on what kind of spirit it is. Could have been. We need to find out what kind of spirit it is.
Because I was just wondering why the spirit didn't just follow through and turn him into an uwu cat girl.
Yeah, we should figure that out. Let's head to the park.
Okay. Do we need any kind of protection?
Milo brings a box of Morton salt.
Does that protect against spirits?
When I do it, it does.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, you leave your suspected cat boys at with Serenity, and you head to Hopefield Park, the city's much more populous park, full of various amenities, including basketball courts and exercise equipment. No, how do you? It's full of amenities. It's got things like courts, places to play certain kinds of games if they don't require like a maintained area specifically. Um, Always a busy place.
Oh, maybe it has. Do you remember those, like, outdoor gymnasiums that they used to install on playgrounds?
Yes.
Maybe it has one of those. Those were like really
Like
popular.
adults or for kids?
They're for both. They were really popular in like the 70s and 80s, I think. Like every single park that I went to growing up had one of these. And they have like pull-up bars and like benches with like foot bars for doing like sit-ups and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a lot of what she's talking about with like the amenities it has.
Yeah.
Milo knows a guy at this park, I think. Do I need to roll contacts to be familiar with the guy? Name
A lot of people actually know.
is the name.
It is the name. A lot of people actually do know Wesley. He's the weird guy who hangs out in the park.
Right.
The drug dealer?
No. Maybe. I mean, that's a perfectly respectable thing to be in this town.
Isn't that the stereotype that the weird guy hanging out in the park is like selling drugs?
It is the better of the two options, yes.
In this case, the guy hanging out in the park is contemplating life a lot. Has a lot of philosophical conversation. He's always doing like something he'll do regularly is he'll have like classes where he talks about philosophy. It feels very on the point to be talking about Greek philosophy in like an open field auditorium place where the sound has to naturally reverberate to carry. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Sometimes he gives like full-on lectures in there, but usually standing by, wistfully looking at things. People talk to him. People are friendly. He's always got like. He's known for just asking big, like, what is the meaning of life type questions.
Yeah. But he is here all the time. He is very likely to have noticed anything weird happening around the park. So Milo is looking for him because he knows he's here all the time.
Right. So yeah, you find him looking out over the water, as he is likely to be doing.
Hey, hey Wesley, hey my dude.
Oh hey, it's Milo. I got a question for you.
Oh yeah. Same.
Do you think it is you think it's better to live a life in pursuit of happiness or to live a moral life? What does that mean for you?
I think you can't be genuinely happy if you aren't also moral.
I see. Interesting answer. But you have a question for me?
Yeah, have you seen anyone around here turning into cats?
He ponders for a second, rubs his chin.
Gotta think about that one.
Not literally, at least, I don't think. I have seen a cat around here that is new.
You have seen a new cat?
Does the cat have a soul?
Do cats have souls?
No, does that cat have a soul?
Well, if that cat has a soul, wouldn't all cats have souls?
Not necessarily.
Oh, but like, it's just a cat. There's nothing
how
inherently special about the cat.
Well, we found 2 cats that did have souls, and it's how we knew that they used to be humans. So, if this cat also has a soul, then it also used to be human.
Does this mean that reincarnation is real?
Yes. But don't worry about that right now. Okay. I have an idea. This is weird. Do I want to do this? I feel like this might have consequences. This would be fun. Um, Milo says, "Hold on. We need to find this cat." As he sits down, gets in his little meditation pose, he is visualizing feline energy, the 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 resonance, the essence of cats, and trying to broadcast this. This is using the blessed words stunt that he has, where through his faith he can apply aspects to a scene, as he is trying to apply the aspect full of cats to the park by broadcasting energies which cats are attracted to.
You could say that he is trying to broadcast cat vibrations.
Yes. he is vibrating in the key of cat.
And this is a stunt?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. This one's fortunately pretty easy. Oh no. I have a +4 on my existing great conviction for a rating of +8 legendary. I have applied 5 more shifts than required of cat.
Hey, Princess Roses.
Yes.
Milo appears to be sitting down and meditating, and that's really boring. You have unrestrained freedom. Why not take advantage of that and do something in the park?
Sure, what's around?
You're taking the fate point there? Sorry,
Yeah.
that was a compel. Cool. There's a group of teenagers who are playing I don't know, ultimate frisbee golf.
It's either ultimate frisbee or frisbee golf. They're two separate sports, Cat.
Ultimate frisbee golf.
Yes, it's now ultimate frisbee golf. That's what they're playing. Get hip with the times.
I don't know how that would work.
So the way I'm
they'll
sorry.
teach it to you.
Is it like golf, except on the way to the goal, you have like offense and defense?
Why not? It's frisbees. There's a goal. There's an offense. There's a defense. The offense is trying to get the goal. The defense is trying to stop them from getting the goal with more frisbees.
Okay, she's just gonna watch.
But she could play in it.
She doesn't know how to do that.
Isn't she curious?
That's why she's watching.
Cool. So she's off doing that. Milo is focusing on his meditations and doesn't look up until he starts hearing meows. So many meows.
Oh no.
How to there are a lot of cats. There are a lot of cats with collars. There are a lot of cats without collars. There are cats here, there are cats there. There are cats fighting. You're not sure if they're play fighting or they're fighting. It's cats. There's so many cats. There are also people trying to collect the cats because apparently they were running a cat cafe before. Now they're running after cats.
Did you steal the cat cafe cats with your call?
I think I stole most people's cats.
There's also like oh, that one's gonna also be in there, wouldn't it? There's also like a group of like women dressed in maid uniforms with cat ears that look like they're chilling or something. They just kind of came out to hang here for some reason.
Wait, what?
They're from the cat cafe.
No, they're from another cat cafe.
What?
But this one is they're you know the cafe where you go there and everyone's a maid, but they also are wearing cat ears and a cat tail? This kind of thing? This sort of cafe setup that you might have in places that exist sometimes?
I didn't know our city was in Japan.
Where is your city? It's
Is
only
it-
description is in America, and that doesn't actually apply.
Is that a thing that even exists outside of Japan?
Yes,
Yes.
I've been to one in San Francisco.
It
Okay.
exists anywhere. It exists in Thorntree. Is kind of the vibe. So you have the cat cafe people and the cats from the cat cafe, and you have the cat girl maids from the cat girl maid cafe.
I want to know why are they actual like magical creatures that are like part human and part cat, or are they just like acting like cat girls? And if it's the latter, why did his call them to him when he was calling cats and not humans?
Well, you're currently playing ultimate frisbee golf.
I know, but I the player want to know this.
Okay, let's Milo's like, well, first of all, he's like, oops, and also he's like, cool though.
Oh, also there appears to be a motorcycle gang that just rolled up.
Oh, what do they look like?
They look like punk girls with big frizzy hair.
Nice. Milo starts like running around trying to look at all of the cats to see if any of them are magic.
Right. Would you like to roll me a, let's say a lore check?
Okay, I have a net 0 for a good +3 result.
Yeah, there's lots of magical cats.
There's lots of them?
Just
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, that's bad. How many of the cats here used to be people?
Several of them probably still can kind of just be people because they appear to be shapeshifters.
Oh.
I love this army of cats that is being created.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Are you also looking at the people who showed up?
Yes.
Oh, one of the maids seems to be magical of some sort. You're not really sure. The biker gang, they're all magical, and if you pay attention to them, which I assume you will after a minute or two, you'll realize that it's not one gang. It looks like there's another one that showed up, but you're not really sure where they came from.
Oh no, please don't have a gang war in the park.
They're also being catty with each other.
They're being catty. Ha 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 ha.
Oh no. Milo is like, I've accidentally cursed the park. I'm going to whatever magic jail is. I'm going there. uh, uh, he, he moves back over to Wesley, and he's like, Wesley, help! I did a bad.
Oh no. What did you do?
He like turns Wesley around, so he is no longer facing the water and is looking into the park that is swarming with cats.
Man, there's a lot of cats here today.
Sure is, buddy.
Yeah? What's up with that? Something bothering you about cats?
You know what? Never mind.
You see a police car, slowly creep up. No sirens or anything, just a cop cruiser. It's a fancy EV type police car, I should add, that,
Of course it is.
looks like it was fresh off the assembly line, actually. No, it's a smart car, sorry. That's a little police smart car.
Where do they put the people they pick up on the roof?
Who did it? Charles, and one of her rookies steps out of the car.
Okay, yeah, they're from the special crimes unit. They're not picking people up.
Oh yeah, they're dealing with ghosts.
In this case, they were called because there was a disturbance.
They're called because the town druggie is just surrounded by cats in the middle of the park.
Milo looks around to see if there's anywhere he might hide from the cops.
I apologize. This is the one NPC that I did not grab an illustration for. I went, the lieutenant's not gonna show up.
Oh, we should have warned you then, because yeah, they're like the leader of the like supernatural police.
For context, for anyone who hasn't read the books, the supernatural world is not terribly well hidden in the Dresden Files. It's a lot of people still don't know, but a surprising amount of people do, and most police like precincts have a special crimes unit where they put the cops who don't really fit in with the other cops and are responsible for investigating and mostly finding ways to cover up supernaturally affiliated incidents.
And specifically this particular police precinct leader is that trope of like the old cop who just sees the nonsense happen, just like, I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah, I have the skill list in front of me, but neither of you would have it. I don't think, what would you roll for stealth?
I believe stealth is its own skill. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but neither of you have that or anything that sounds like stealth.
Well,
so
if
could you
you
please roll me a
well, if
mediocre roll to hide from the cops.
well, why would I hide from the cops?
Not you, Milo.
Okay.
Milo has a -2 terrible roll. As I believe he attempts to hide behind Wesley.
Lieutenant Charles and her one rookie stroll down to where Wesley is, who is currently like, "Are you okay, man?"
I'm fine. Don't move.
I could get you like some water or something. Yo, hey, it's Wesley and Milo.
Oh no.
What are you two up to?
Nothing. I didn't do anything. Why do you ask?
Because we got a complaint that there were too many cats in the park.
Well, that's what a silly thing to complain about.
It's like too many cooks, but too many cats.
You would think that that would be how things work, but if anything, my time in the Special Crimes Unit has taught me that that can be a thing you can complain about and do something about. Now, have you been herding cats?
What? You can't herd cats. Everybody knows you can't do that. That's...
Well, I mean, if you have some magic up your sleeve, I guess that might be a different story, but I guess for us mortals, that would be the case.
Yep. People like us definitely can't herd cats.
Milo?
I don't have any deception. I just have empathy and rapport and presence. He has no social subtlety whatsoever. He's just like, I'm here and you like me, but okay, so like I was looking into a thing, right? And it was with cats. So I was like, it would be cool if there were more cats. So I tried to think about cats and be like, this is a good place for cats. I'm vibrating cat energies that are comfortable for cats, but there were too many cats.
Right.
You sound like a Reno 911 guest star.
So you brought a bunch of cats to the park. Tell me, what are you looking into? What's got you wanting to drag a whole bunch of cats to the park?
Okay. So you know, it's pretty crazy, but you know crazy stuff happens sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think people have been turning into cats.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them were from my co-op. But we thought it might be more people, so I tried to get cats here so I could look for cats that were people, but it's too many cats.
Yeah, I can clearly see there's some cats that are people. You brought in the gangs.
Do you think they can help?
Well, they're cats that are also people, I guess. That's how shape changers all are, aren't they?
Oh, neat. Okay, cool.
You're looking for cats that were people or are people. Isn't that what you're looking for?
I think it is. I guess. Thanks.
Wait a second. Oh, also, you see a figure in the herd of cats.
Uh-huh.
How to describe it? It's like a black blob with a mask.
Oh no, she's getting up all in my space.
Yeah, and she is getting it all up in your space. She's like, well, did you find what you were looking for?
Maybe. Cat, tell me about this figure in the herd of cats again.
Like I said, it's like a black blobby thing that has a mask. It's not really where a face would be, you think, but it's just like hanging out there, kind of in front of the thing almost.
Mm-hmm. What kind of mask are we talking about?
Forget what they're called, but it's a white mask that has like a sort of oval shape to it. Has it's wood. It's got like a mouth carved into it that's kind of opened into like a blank expression.
No, it's a no mask.
Ah, right. It is a no mask.
Right. Okay. Milo runs. He's like, hold on, I gotta. He runs over to.
She is. First, she tries to grab you.
Oh no. Opposed athletics, I guess.
Go for it.
I have a +1, a fair roll.
You tie, so you're literally dragging her along with you. By the way, well, no,
He is trying to get to Rose to pull her out of her game.
oh, that's an interesting one.
To bring her to see the thing. To help with the thing.
Yeah, you're not really sure where Rose is, and we'll come back to that in just a second.
Oh dear.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
You've got, what is it? You've been sitting there, you've been watching your game. There's a couple of people who've kind of come and sat down, or there's one guy who's like come sit down and says, "Hey, a fan of Ultimate Frisbee Golf?"
I had never seen what this is until today.
Oh. Well, everybody knew what Ultimate Frisbee Golf was. You can play it in the park here all the time.
I've never been to this park.
How odd. You say you'd never been to this park?
Yeah, I'd never been to this park. I've never been to a park.
What's your name?
Why do you want to know?
Well, just polite conversation. You know, sit down, get to know someone, talk to them.
Why don't you tell me your name first?
Sure. My name is Mike. Yours?
Well, people call me Rose, but that's not my full name.
Oh,
But
what's
they
your full
can't
name?
pronounce my full name because they don't understand computer.
You don't understand computer. Do you understand computers?
Yeah.
Right. Do you think you could help me with my computer?
What? Do you have it with you?
Oh yeah, it's just up in my car.
Does he have any other device on him?
No, actually.
Am I able to connect to his computer from the car?
You don't know where his car is.
Is this the big blob spirit? Or a different random dude?
Oh, this is a different guy who's just kind of
Okay.
come sit down next to Rose.
You said his name is Mike?
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you.
So she'll be like, well, if you bring it here, I can look at it.
Oh, I actually can't. It's It's kind of tied to the car, you see.
I don't know if she's comfortable going with him to a car.
But isn't she curious about what this computer is?
I mean, yes, but
You'll get a fate point if you go to the car with a nice man who wants you to look at his computer.
yeah, but I feel like something dangerous is gonna happen. Let me just
You have to pay. Oh, that's right. Because in compelling aspect, you have to pay a fate point to negate that. Sorry.
Well, maybe she'll just be like, I'll go, but I need to tell my friend that I'm going away.
Oh, where's your friend?
She's gonna look around to see if she can find him.
No Milo in sight. If you want to go find him, you'll have to pay your fate point out.
Isn't it bad for us to split up? Is that bad in this game?
Not particularly.
Okay. I guess she'll go with him.
Cool. Yeah, it'll take you up to a vehicle that you actually didn't notice for some reason. Now that you're looking at it, it's like a white windowless van. He opens the back and there's another guy sitting in there, and there's like, it's loaded. There's like wall-to-wall monitors, flat screens, guys listening in on his headset.
What is all this for?
Oh, we just, well, we try to keep people safe. You know, from threats.
Can I try to interface with the computers to find out what they are?
Channeling?
Yeah, I think that would be channeling. That's what it was last time.
Right. Well, roll me your conviction then.
That is a +1.
Cool. I think that'll do it because you have a fair conviction, and this is not very hard.
Do I need
now
to roll
me a discipline? Yes.
That is also a +1.
Cool. So you succeed on the mark. You are interfaced with this system. It's a series of devices that are interconnected to gather and correlate information, including a like, not quite an AI, but like a pseudo AI type thing to process information and try to display it in a format that is both more understandable to humans and more capable of filtering out uninteresting information, as it were, given certain parameters.
But does it give me any information on who these guys are?
Well, whoever they are, they are they're tapped into a lot of stuff. You're getting data from like local internet cafes and people on their computers at other cafes. You're getting sounds from the park. You're getting sounds from apartments around here. You're getting cell phone calls. You've got just every kind of data conceivable is sort of being trapped in this like listening post of a van.
Did they tell me why they brought me here?
You were here to fix something. There is in fact a couple of broken devices. You're not entirely sure what they do because they don't seem to make a lot of sense.
How am I supposed to fix something if I don't know what it does?
Something to find out about?
I mean, I guess she can take a look at it. She does have great craftsmanship.
Yeah, roll me in craftsmanship as you all step into the van.
+1. So, superb.
It's weird. It's very weird. It's like a radio without an antenna or without like the tuning mechanism, or not quite the tuning mechanism. It's mostly the antenna. And it's like there's like a place for someone to grab onto it to like act as an antenna.
Okay.
That seems to be the only thing that's actually missing.
So I guess she'll just be like, okay, this seems to be working. What does it do?
Does she grab onto the thing like to make it work?
Sure.
Okay. You're still interfaced with the thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a fate point because I am activating your trouble. Things become incredibly real. Like, super real. And not only that, you can start to see things. You can see, like, it's weird. You can see outside the van, there's, like, cats. And there are things that are both cat and person. And there's, like, a couple of things that are, like, they used to be people, but currently, they're just cats. But also, you see, like, there's, like, a parade of like teapots and statues and instruments and just a wild assortment of things. There's like frogs and there's businessmen and there's floats being pulled by elephants, and it's
Why
just
is there a
incredibly
parade of
trippy.
this stuff?
It's incredibly trippy, but that's just like one street, and the park is like full of cats that are doing all these kinds of things, and then like
Oh.
it's starting to get really overwhelming, but you're like very vividly remembering all of these details, just kind of burned into your head as like, basically about everything that's magical is now being drawn in and sorted through this like listening post.
That's trippy.
Yeah, it's also really intense, like super intense, because you're now like, this information is just like, it's interacting with things, it's driving things. You're starting to see like into people's houses. You're listening to phone calls, and you're picking up on like secret signals that are going across the wire. You're like looking across this veil to see crazy things going on the other side. It's becoming really confusing and really hard to process.
Okay, can I just take a minute to point out that the moon now says uwu?
Is there any reason you wouldn't love that? This is fantastic.
It really is. Amazing art show. Back to you, Milo.
Oh no. He looks around at the game. There's no Rose. He turns around. He grabs Charles and he's like, "Rose is gone."
Huh?
Rose. No.
What about a rose? Now you're looking for roses? Are you gonna summon a bunch of roses to the park next? How would that even look like?
I don't know, and maybe I'll try later to find out, but not right now. Right now, Rose is missing. Rose is, uh, 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 she's a girl who was kidnapped, and I rescued her from being kidnapped. She'd been kidnapped for years, and she doesn't know anything, and I was looking after her, and now she's missing.
Okay. That actually does sound like something serious. The cats will be fine. People complain about crazy things going on in this park all the time. Where was Rose supposed to be?
She was playing the sport in the park, the ultimate frisbee golf.
Did you actually know about that? I thought she just wandered off.
Oh, that's a good point. Does he know about that?
I didn't think so, because he was supposed to be meditating when that happened.
Right. So he's like, I don't know. I sat down to meditate on cats, and then she was gone.
So you traded your rose for a cat, for cats.
No, I guess, but not on purpose.
Okay. Well, let's see. And she will roll awareness. Hey, that's a highly unusual van.
What? Van?
Yes, there's a white windowless van sitting at the edge of the park. You didn't notice it at all.
Oh. He's like, that is a weird van. Maybe they saw what happened to Rose.
You see that the van is starting to move.
Oh no. No. He's like, no. As he attempts to, like, jump out in front of the van.
Can you give me an athletics check?
I was going to, I have the devout word stunt, which lets me, I can block with conviction. As he's trying to just stand out, with his hands up, be like, stop. And for whatever reason, his words sound so serious or imposing that they actually stop.
Okay. Could you please roll me? It's a stunt.
Yes.
Right.
It adds a use of the conviction skill that allows you to use it as a physical block.
Right, and you're just gonna yell stop at the van.
Yes.
Cool.
I have a -4, which drops me from great to mediocre. A mediocre block is, well, now they have to roll drive because someone is attempting to block them. They cannot choose not to roll, but as long as they get above mediocre, they can drive just fine.
They get a good.
Right. Then he did nothing.
I'm having room in my car to follow him.
You, Wesley, I need to use your car.
What?
I think Rose got kidnapped.
Who would kidnap a rose?
Leslie.
Yes.
Oh no, wait! I have this. I have the guide my hand power, which allows me to stage fortuitous arrivals and coincidences without needing to spend a fate point. Can someone with a car or like a taxi pull up immediately or something like that?
1 second, please. Hey, speaking of suspicious white vehicles, you see one. Well, you recognize the logo on it for one. You're fairly certain this is part of the crew that goes to run the warehouse raves. They're driving by slowly because there's cats in the road.
Yeah, he's gonna wave them down. Hey, don't, Rose, don't you, did you end up taking that thing where you work for them, or with them?
With who?
The people who run the raves in town. Like you do lights and stuff for them. That was something we talked.
No, I switched that to the curiosity about others.
Okay. That's fine then. Milo still knows these people. He's at a lot of those shows. As he waves them down.
Yeah, roll me contacts.
Oh, right. That's a skill. We have a +1 for great, +4 contacts.
Nice. They look at each other, they radio it in. You hear Chloe back on the radio says to take you and to go get that van. And you're off. Would you like to assist their driving somehow?
Actually, yeah, he can do that. Well, in weird ways. I can either use presence to attempt to assist with encouragement, or I can use my counselor stunt, allowing them to take points of mental stress to get a +2 bonus.
It's your choice.
I'll use the counselor one is a lot more weird and roundabout, so I will go with presence, as he is trying to impart to them quickly how important it is to get to Rose, because she is vulnerable and in danger and stuff. And we have a good +3 result.
Alright, so that does encourage them. They get what bonus to their roll now?
I believe they are taking their normal roll +1.
Okay, that does make sense.
Oh, or alternatively, no, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. He has created, he used his role as a maneuver to create an aspect on them, like motivated, which they can immediately tag for a +2.
And they will do so, bringing them up to a great, and rolling +3 for a, oh goodness.
Epic? No, fantastic.
Fantastic. Fantastic it is. they're opposed by a good. So yeah, you actually are now the other van.
I like.
You were riding in with the equipment just between the two of them.
Right.
I like how the cats are just on top of the car. Like they're just riding on the roof.
I mean, there's cats everywhere, so it would not be surprising if cats ended up in that van when you got in. Okay, he can see them. Hmm. Let's say, nobody has a weapon, do they? That'd be a pretty classic chase element.
I mean, you have a bunch of like rave equipment in the back of this van.
He does have rave equipment. Just be like, you guys got like pyrotechnics or something?
Yeah, there's some of that back there. Top box on the left is what he says, and you can see there's a box that's specifically labeled pyrotechnics.
Oh, great. He reaches in there. Does he have anything like a flare gun, something he can aim?
Flamethrower.
There's a flamethrower?
Yeah. It's kind of in two pieces because it's meant to be like one of those jets you lay down on stage.
You know what? Sure, he'll go for it. He'll pull it out. And aim. I would like to spend a fate point to use the other function of the guide my hand power I have. You can replace any roll with his conviction rating. As
Cool.
he has no idea how to use pyrotechnics or guns or anything like that. It doesn't matter. He is turning off his targeting computers and using the force.
Yes.
As he leans out the window and just fires the thing, trusting that whatever it does will make them stop. Should I roll?
Yeah, what's your roll?
Okay. My roll is a +2 for fantastic.
Fantastic. So you punch the thing and propane tank, and the jet goes off, blasting a now horizontal column of fire. So a line of fire directly at this van.
Oh my god.
Scorching the back window and popping the rear tires.
Am I aware what's going on?
Yes, you're aware of way too many things.
Am I aware that they're apparently trying to kidnap me?
You're aware that they're apparently trying to kidnap you. You're aware that Milo is chasing it with a van's full of like equipment to be used at a rave. You're aware that it's apparently enchanted with some kind of like magic. You're aware that there are other things going on along the city streets. You're aware that...
Okay, that's more than I needed to know. Am I still connected to the car's systems?
Yes, you were overloaded with awareness is how I would describe it.
As in, can I like get to the car's computer and make it stop?
Oh, well,
Uh,
it's stopping now because they don't have rear wheels anymore.
Well, they could still be trying to drive on rims. I don't know. It works in movies. I'm just used to movie logic working in every RPG.
Give me a conviction check at a, let's say -2 because you are incredibly distracted.
-2 for trying to stop the car.
Yeah, basically.
I got 3.
Nice. Now roll me discipline again at a -2.
For that one I got 1. I rolled a 1. And my discipline's already at a 2, so that would be, I guess, a 1 overall.
Yeah. We did not establish what was the conviction rating that she was attempting to hit, Cap.
I think it would have been 2. So she got the conviction. She just didn't quite get the thing right.
Right. You're 1 low on your discipline, so what you wanted to happen happens, but your magic also does something that you didn't intend to happen.
Well, I had a 1 total. Did I need a 2 on the discipline?
Yes.
Okay.
The 2 rolls whenever you're doing magic.
Oh no, I subtracted the -2 from the van. Is that what you're thinking?
No.
Because my baseline discipline is 2. I rolled a 1, so that would mean I had a 3, and then minus the 2 from the van is 1 remaining.
Yes.
Right.
But that still wasn't enough.
Correct.
Okay.
You succeeded in the conviction, but not the discipline. So your magic goes off, but it has side effects.
Okay.
You can choose to either contain these and take a point of physical stress as you control the energies, or if they go rogue, an aspect will be placed on the scene reflecting the uncontrolled magic.
I'm gonna do the last one. I'm gonna just let it go rogue.
So the van's brakes lock in and the ABS is kicking in. The ABS for the other van is kicking in because the aspect on the scene is failsafe. Everything's failsafes are engaged. Elevators have stopped. Cars are stopping because their anti-lock brakes are activating. Car alarms are going off.
Oh no, does this affect Milo too?
Yes, Milo's van also has stopped. But that's okay, because he can jump out of the van and run towards the one that you were in.
That's currently on fire and can't drive because the brakes are locked.
Okay.
Right, so what does Milo do?
He is going to attempt to pull open the back of the van.
Could you get me some kind of back? How are you doing this, basically?
I think he's just grabbing the handles and pulling. So if it's locked, they won't open. Might, maybe?
You can do that.
Cool. Ooh, that was a good roll. That was a +3. I have an average plus might, so we are at 4. We are at great. That was a great might roll.
Well, the door was locked, but you know, door hinges are not meant to withstand flame, and the sudden shock of the heat and cold made them more brittle than they normally would be. And with that roll, you actually end up pulling the door off of its hinges.
Nice.
It just kind of comes out. It's a little heavy for you to actually hold, though.
Yeah, he'll just drop it on the ground. And he will admire his muscles later. Rose, hey, what does he see inside?
Rose is glassy-eyed and holding on to some kind of contraption as there's a man with a gun pointed at you.
For the viewer's reference, I have drawn the gun as a sword.
I love
It's like the Romeo and Juliet movie where it's a sword 9mm.
Oh, that's a great movie. Milo puts up his hands and is like, "Stop! You don't want to do that." Rolling conviction for a block against attacking. That is a net 0, so he has a block of rate at +4, and he will need at least 5 shifts in whatever he's doing to do anything.
Well, he's about to say something like, when his, like, gun,
Would his gun be affected by the failsafe magic thing that's where it's just like the safety just turns on?
yeah, and he's squeezing the trigger, and it like, does not go well with the mechanism. The gun is now, I'm trying to figure out exactly what happens because the gun is now like, it pops, like the bullet discharges, but it's like, it pops the chamber open, so the gun kind of falls apart. It was not supposed to be you're not supposed to fire a gun with the safety on, and you know, when the safety can't be turned off and you break that anyways, you're gonna get odd results. Especially when, like, you're being magically compelled not to fire the thing.
Yeah, so Milo sees the thing fall apart, and then he just like reaches over and smacks the contraption out of Rose's hand.
Rose.
Yes.
Things return to normal, but everything you saw and everything you witnessed that was like that information overload, it's like it's burned into your head. It's like the here and now almost.
Wow, that was weird, she says.
Yeah, let's go. Get away from that guy.
Well, can't wait. She's gonna take that thing with her.
No, don't touch that.
But why? It could be useful. We don't want him to have it.
He'll make another one. Leave it.
Fine.
What is Mike doing?
Being dumbfounded.
Dancing. Vibrating.
He did just kind of shoot a flamethrower at his car. Everything broke, including his gun. I suppose he might try to grab at somebody, but like, at this point, he might just slip and fall on a banana peel at this rate.
I hilariously could make that happen, but let's not. Milo will grab Rose and try and run with her back to the. Well, I guess that van doesn't work anymore either. Like hightail back to the park, away from the part of the city where everything just broke.
There's a subway station down the block.
Wouldn't the subway trains also be broke?
No, that's probably too far. I doubt you had enough conviction behind that to hit that big of an area.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
Even if you did, the subway is a place. Um,
That's Milo's. You know what? He'll take it. As he will run with her towards the subway.
right. Cool. That is a good place to pause because I think we've been on for about 2 hours. I think we could use like 5 minutes before coming back.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
We need a,
We need hold music. Unfortunately, I don't have any at hand. I should work on that. All right.
we need to
See you
get
in 5.
The Twitch stream has not changed.
And we're back.
Hello.
So I believe we left off with Milo and Roses deciding to take the subway back to the park.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
To redress the cat problem.
Right. One of the cat problems. The other cat problem we can't do anything about.
Why is my character like lying on her side?
Because you were described as laying down while fiddling with the thing in your hands, and then it was described as you being dragged away. If you desire to stand up, I will make you stand up.
She
But
probably
so far,
did.
there has been.
Well, she probably did stand up as soon as Milo pulled her away from that device.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, here she goes. There he is. Milo. Standing rest. See, there you go. Do you have which cat you want? You want your old cat back? Yeah.
All right. So you two are standing in the subway platform. There's a train pulling up. I assume nothing's really going to happen unless you're particularly interested in something happening, other than
I
the
think
basic thing here is the train pulls up. It's a busy platform. People go down, or people come off. People get on. You get on. Milo,
Yes, hello.
you are the one who normally sees things. So as the train takes off, you are capable of peering behind the tinted glass, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of you are aware that the glass, as the subway train exits the station, the glass like ticked over to being pitch black and not just like tinted the way that subway trains normally are.
Right. Okay, interesting. Do I need to roll anything to see something?
No, and I think you're seeing a lot of things somebody else is seeing.
He does have the aspect. Does anyone else see that? Which can be compelled to have him see things that may or may not exist, or invoked to help them see things.
Yeah, mostly I'm just describing the subway because I don't think you're going to encounter anything bad on here other than noting that you're, well, subway is a weird description for it because you're kind of gliding through the Never Never at the moment.
Oh dear. Let's not do that.
Now, let's not think about that, huh?
Was Milo aware that the subway did this already or not?
This is a thing that Milo is aware of that happens sometimes. And sometimes, things stop because, you know, you're in the Never Never. It's a time. Sometimes it's a good time, sometimes it's not a good time.
Mm-hmm. Is it a good time today? What's like our Astral Realm weather report?
It's a parade. You're either side of you. There's like floats and people, but it's not really people. It's more like just a mix of like, oh, how to describe it? Sometimes it's like animal people. Sometimes it's just animals. Like you have elephants pulling floats. Sometimes the floats are moving on their own. You have floats of things like business leaders standing on top of a pyramid. You have and then like climbing up and attacking each other, and you have politicians on another float, and you have
The Never Never is throwing a parade. That's. I don't know how to interpret that. Should Milo roll lore to be like, why would the astral realms be throwing a parade?
you can.
Okay. This will not use his stunts, so he just gets his basic lore. He gets +2 from his average +1 lore, so he's at 3. He has a good check.
This is a realm. This is like a parade that is always happening in this particular part of the Never Never.
Ah,
The train doesn't always go through the same part of the Never Never because it really shouldn't be going through the Never Never at all. But
right. We
being
are just
underground makes the already weak veil even more tenuous, and sometimes that causes problems. And sometimes you get riders.
yes. Okay. So nothing bad is happening. We just happen to be moving through the parade dimension.
Yes.
That's cool. He enjoys the show.
It's a little disturbing because there's stuff in there that you're like, wait, should that be in there? Does that sound like a thing that goes in a parade? I think there might be some messaging going on with that, but you're not really sure at the moment. But yes, there's a conspicuous absence of cats from the scene, and you make it back to the park where there is a conspicuous presence of cats.
Right.
There we are. Sorry. I gotta fix my thing. Okay, there you are.
Okay.
So that's my drawing of the Never Ever.
What even is that?
I don't know. Just some shit I picked up off Art Reader.
It looks like a bunch of the evil Kermits from the evil Kermit meme.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is all of your... Do you just have a folder full of random shit that you picked up off Artbreeder?
Nah, I mean, I just picked that up off Art Reader and just now. While we were talking, I just
Huh.
pulled that up. Sorry. I just found it. I found an image like it, and then I tweaked the slider, and then I copied it. Replace it with the cats.
But yes, back in the park, Charlie and her rookie are chilling over by Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that thing you saw around. You just see more cats at the moment.
Oh no, we lost the thing. Well, he gets back anyway, and he's like, hey, Charles, hey, great to see you. I got Rose back.
Oh yeah, nice.
You'll probably be getting a call about that real soon.
Oh?
Well, it kind of broke the road. It's okay though, I think.
Uh-huh.
I use the I can stage fun coincidences without spending a fate point. Can I now have it be radioed into her that all of like a dozen cars have just broken down in the middle of the road over this place?
Yes. There's also reports of a car chase, fire, etc.
Uh,
Multiple police are being called to the scene, including the Special Investigation Task Force. She takes a deep breath and is like, well, I'll one from one thing to the other, I guess.
sorry.
And they go back up to their little smart car, and they drive off.
Okay.
And Wesley has a question for you. It's like, hey, Milo,
Yeah.
what do you think the moral implications are for living your life as a cat if you could just choose to live your life as an animal?
Living your life in such a way that it does no good for others is evil.
But cats can do good for others.
Can they?
Yeah, they provide companionship and emotional comfort.
I suppose that's technically true. If you choose to live your life as a cat working as a support animal, that's good.
He goes back to pondering. And it's like, it looks awfully cat out here today. That's just why I thought about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that forever now. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. Never mind.
Can you get me a
A what?
a lore check with your awareness stunt?
Oh yeah. I can. With the stunt, we are at a good +3.
Okay. There's the woman. She's crying, over on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
She has like pointy ears, but she's not with any of the like 3 gangs of shapeshifters that have showed up.
There's 3 of them now? I thought there were 2. Oh no. Okay, I need to talk to them, but I also need to talk to her. I was gonna go talk to the gangs next. Milo, does he feel like he is needed with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
He can feel where he can sense where his presence is needed most.
you need to be there. I will say that, unless you want to spend a fate point to not be there.
No. I just needed to know where I need to be. Unfortunately, I am the kind of person who can ask that question.
Giving the dryad some whiskers.
I assume this is his park. It influences his physiology.
You know, that's not unreasonable. That's actually probably true.
Oh no.
Okay, so yes, Milo is like, hey princess, I think we need to talk to that lady over there. Let's,
Okay.
as he heads off in that direction to talk to her.
She is sobbing.
Oh,
Well, not mimic sobbing. She's sobbing to her like arm.
Oh no, are you okay?
Just go.
I might be able to help. I think you need some help. Would you like to talk about it?
I help with what? How are you going to help?
Well, why don't you start with what's wrong?
I'm a freak. That's what's wrong. Look at my face. And she takes her arm, like, because she was sobbing into her arm, kind of, and she takes her arm off, and it's like, it doesn't look great. Specifically, it looks like she has all these little hallmarks that are like, not the first things you think of when you think of, cats, I guess. She has clearly been heavily affected by the spirit.
She has hallmarks that are not the first things you think of when you think of cats.
She has like a cleft lip, her nose is starting to turn pink, her ears are a little more pointy, but her teeth are a lot sharper than they should be. Her like upper lips are getting kind of puffy. That's like all the worst first traits, I guess, is the way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
She
Well,
does not look pretty at all.
Dang, I know what I want to say, but unfortunately Milo is actually really good at social stuff. So I can't just be like, no, it's okay. You're not a monster. You're just turning into a cat. Which is what I really.
I can
want.
say it.
You can, yes.
And I feel like that would be in character, so yeah, she'll be like, it's okay, you're not a monster, you're just turning into a cat.
What? Turning into a cat?
Yeah, it happened to a lot of people.
What do you mean it happened to a lot of people?
Well, this used to be a human.
My life is ruined.
Cause she's still holding a cat, right?
Yeah.
No,
So
you left the cat.
No, I thought we took.
you two left the cats with Serenity.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
I thought we had them the whole time, and Michael's had us with them the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We can. Do you want to just keep them with us then?
I will leave it up to you, because that's what I originally said, is that she was offering to keep them while you go find the spirit.
Oh, we can. Yeah, we can do that.
I thought she said that she could not help until we knew more about the spirit. But no, I think I kind of like the idea that Milo is just carting around a cat.
Yeah, they've been buds. They've been hanging out behind, and we have Ghost Evan and his ghost even says Evan on it. It's got the translucent cat girl on it. Yeah, and Ghost Tony, he's over here. He says, "Hi, I'm Ghost Tony." It's backwards right now, but you know, whatever. Tony, see, Tony.
Yes.
Oh wait, this is actually he can help. Milo sits down with her and he like puts an arm around her and he's like, "No, it's okay. Really, you are going to be fine." He's using his counselor stunt. I would like to roll empathy to attempt to. I can attempt to remove mental or social stress, or remove remove mental or social consequences, as he is trying to help her calm down and focus.
Right.
Ooh, I have +3 from my existing empathy of great at +4. So that is an epic counseloring. I can remove up to 7 points of mental or social stress. A severe or a severe mental or social consequence, or any lower consequence.
There.
So yeah, I think you can help her feel better about how she looks, because that's what's currently bothering her a lot.
Yes. And his, I think especially he's gonna be like, it's okay, we know people who can help. Can you, but we need some information. We're trying to fix all this that's been going on. It's not just you. It's a lot of people. So if you could tell us anything about like when this started or how it happened.
It started today. Came to the park to, like, enjoy my day off, and well, I was hanging around over there when the cats all started showing up.
Oh.
And she kind of points to where you saw that figure before.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just had a thought, just like chill vibe of like, man, work sucks. Wouldn't it be fun to just like, not have to do anything all day like a cat?
Oh no.
But then there was this guy, Wesley, I think his name was, and I talked to him for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I went and played. I went. I was just chilling, like walking around the park otherwise, and like I started to notice things changing on my face, and so I ran to the bathroom.
Is Wesley working with the spirit?
Probably not, but maybe. But probably. As he's gonna be like, okay, let's, let's, okay, we need to find this thing. How do we find the thing? Well, dang.
Could you roll me your lore awareness again?
Yes, I love that roll. It tells me things. This is a +1 for a great roll.
Hey, you spot that thing again with the mask. The no mask.
Oh, good. Where is it?
It's currently floating by the biker gang. The one that arrived as, a bunch of bikers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna head straight over there.
Oh, what's up with this guy? Look at this guy. What are you up to, guy?
Hi, he looks at them. He's like, so, you think, dang. Milo is far too extroverted and socially skilled, and not so good at replicating that. Cause he's gonna be like, hey, I need some help with something, and I had a friend mention you might, know some things about what's been going on.
Going on with what?
People have been turning into cats.
Are you trying to make fun of me?
No. No, I mean not on purpose.
You mean like Just like it happens and it's done or something? Like,
Yeah.
you talking about new shapeshifters in town?
No. No, I'm talking about people being transformed. He looks. Is the no mask spirit like responding? Is it doing anything?
It's currently looking at you.
Does it appear that they can see it?
No.
Okay. Um. Um. Then let's. How does he? He's like just. There's. Okay, you don't know anything about it. That's unfortunate. I hoped you would. There's like a spirit. Um.
It reaches out a hand to you and it's like, ah.
No. Bad spirit. No.
Would you like to roll, what's a mental defense here?
Um.
Or should I be rolling passively for that?
It's
Or-
your social offense is usually presence or rapport, and your social defense is normally conviction or empathy.
Roll me a conviction here. You need 3 shifts.
Okay. I have exactly 3 shifts.
You are capable of pushing the thoughts out of your mind that you recognize as coming from the spirit. It gets inside your head.
Yeah, and he is just like, no, bad spirit. No.
Dude, what you on? What are you looking at?
What does
You like seeing things?
does anybody else see this?
No, nobody else sees this. Take a fate point.
No, he just says that. He says that.
Yeah, they're all looking at you like you're crazy.
Oh, poor Milo. This is cursed.
Why don't you skedaddle before we do something? We have to do something with you.
But
Yeah.
Milo turns around. He goes further away into the park, back near Wesley. And he's like, Wesley, can you see that thing?
What thing?
Milo gestures broadly in the direction of the spirit.
I see a gang of bikers.
Oh. Okay. How do you... Milo would like to roll lore to be like, how to fight spirit. I have a +1 from my average 1 lore for a fair result.
Salt works. If you know about what makes the spirit or what it likes, you can also probably bait it around if you want to move it somewhere.
Yeah. But how do we get the cat-like spirit away from the gang of cats? Why would it want to be anywhere else? You'd have to have really good bait. Hey, Princess Roses, have you considered being a cat?
No.
Hello? Like, maybe you should think about that, what that would be like.
Why?
To attract the spirit. To get it away from the angry cat ladies so we can do something about it.
Are you saying you want me to think about that?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna think about cat pictures. Like cat memes.
She's gonna think about cat memes.
Yeah, like neon cat and stuff like that.
Okay. Can you roll me? Let's say
Roll you what?
Conviction.
roll your conviction.
Okay. I have a total of 4, I believe. I rolled a 2.
Cool. Milo,
Yes.
your spirit is taking the bait.
Oh, good. Okay. He gets ready. He's gonna tell Princess Roses, okay, don't move, as he begins to to lay down a circle of salt around her.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you need to roll for that. It looks like you have successfully trapped a spirit in your little circle.
Yes. Okay. So a circle of salt is normally a rank 1 threshold. Milo's Bless the House power allows him to just passively, without rolling, increase the potency of any threshold by 2. So we actually have it in a potency-free circle.
Nice.
This means that leaving the circle it counts as a 3 boundary between spaces for a spirit that has to cross it, and crossing it deals damage to the spirit as well. Well, some ephemeral entities just literally can't cross, but if it tries to manifest any powers through the threshold, it subtracts 3. What do you call them? Shifts from whatever.
Yeah,
it does.
3 shifts. Are you then instructing Princess Rose to leave the circle?
Yes. He gives her permission to cross the threshold.
Cool.
Is anyone else inside the threshold?
The no face spirit is.
Yeah,
I didn't know if any people or
I
things.
think it's just the spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Huh.
Mask monster goes, I gotta put it in front of the cats.
I love it. He good.
Now what are you going to do?
That's a great question. I didn't think that far ahead. yeah. Now what do we do? Our ability to interact with it has just been severely limited, but it also can't go anywhere or do anything. We can't just leave it here because, like, the next time it rains or just a random person touches the circle, it will break. Um, if anything intentionally crosses the circle now that it's laid down, it will break. So, hmm.
There's a guy. He's tan. He's got black curly hair. Actually, I could say he's specifically all his black curly hair. He's built. He's approaching you and Princess Roses and Wesley.
Is he threatening to cross? Is he, like, walking in a way that he would cross the circle?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Milo quickly walks around the circle to get in front of him before he can step through it.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Hi. How can I help you with something? What's going on?
Yeah, we'll come play some sports. Me and my friends are about to play some basketball.
That's
What you got over there, bro? Is that salt?
it's an art project.
Oh, I thought you were going to be one of those superstitious types.
Yeah, I'd love to join you for a game or something, but we're supposed to be doing this this thing for, you know, like, I got one of those, like art classes. I gotta keep I gotta make the circle for its art for a class.
Okay, bro, sounds kind of lame, but I'll catch you later.
Yeah, cool. He gives him a thumbs up, and he's like, and as soon as he's gone, he turns around. He's like, "Yeah, we can't keep this here very long."
Or the basketball playing Canadian hockey bros will encroach upon the scene.
Okay, I'm pretty sure fire burns spiritual things, but that would kill it. I don't think we should kill it. I don't know how to send it home. How do you
banish a spirit?
Yeah.
We could just try telling it to go home. Maybe it'll just agree that going home is a good idea.
Isn't that kind of how all banishment rituals technically work? Or most of them, at least.
Most of them are kind of like that. You're very forcefully being like, you should go home.
I mean, I'm suggesting that in character.
She's like, it's worth a shot. As he gets up near the circle and he looks at it and he's like, get out of here, go home. We don't want you here.
Roll conviction. You're looking for 3 shifts.
You cut off at the end there.
Sorry, roll conviction. You're looking for 3 shifts, but you're at a -3.
Oof. I need at least a +2 here. I need to roll at least a +2. So let's, if I look at my aspects, I might have one I can tag here. He is acting to, wait, no. Don't we need this spirit for Serenity so she can fix the problem?
Maybe, kinda, sorta. How are you going to go about arranging that?
That's a great question. Portable thresholds are really difficult. I don't think we can manage that.
Not to mention, the Silent Isle is itself surrounded by a threshold.
You're right. We would have to be able to take it over the river, and we can't do that.
couldn't we just make like a tunnel of salt to the river?
But then how do we get it over the river?
Can it just stay in the river?
No, if it goes over running water, it will probably die. Man, Milo sure wishes he knew anyone who knew about any of these kinds of things. That would be so helpful. Unfortunately, he knows no one, and the no people, well, he knows a lot of people. Actually, that's right, he knows a lot of people. Can I roll contacts to be like, does he have anyone he can call who might know about spirits?
Yeah, roll me contacts.
Okay.
Who are you gonna call? The Ghostbusters?
That is not the right sheet. That is a flat good at a +3, and I'm considering. Tell me if that works or not. I might tag an aspect to raise that by 2.
I would go for the tag.
Okay. In that case, I can tag his community assistant aspect that he talks to a lot of weird people, because the kind of people who choose to live in a residential co-op are weird and might know about these things at a higher rate than other kinds of people.
That's an interesting description of a residential co-op, but okay. Let's see. So, you kind of have 2 options here. More than a couple of people have suggested, like, hey, isn't that, like, Buddhist monastery got a wizard or something in it? Who's always trying to keep things down?
Yeah, but wait, would she... But the problem is we can't get it to her. Would she come here? I didn't think she left, like, where she is. Can you call? Does she even have a phone? She's a Buddhist monk.
No on the phone, but if you were to get in touch with her, she would probably come there.
Okay. Okay.
Your other option is somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who owns a club where they're always bouncing people for weird reasons, and definitely some kind of like spirit practices going on, because it's a weird club.
Okay.
And you have the number for that club.
Okay. So, our options are either send Rose to go get Serenity while Milo stays here to protect the circle, or call the shady nightclub that might have knowledge of spirits. Milo has the aspect Rose is not safe by herself, so he would probably advocate for the second one of these, even though it seems like the much worse idea. Does Rose have strong opinions one way or the other?
I mean, surely she could make it to the monastery. We're not that far away from it, I don't think.
Someone has already attempted to kidnap you today.
That's true.
I'm just saying, like, this is a problem.
Yeah, I'm already kind of regretting putting that trouble.
No, no, it's great. Your trouble is supposed to be something that causes trouble.
Yeah, I
If
guess.
it didn't, it wouldn't work to get you fate points.
Okay, let's I think calling the wizard is the much better idea. Can I declare a self-compel on Rose isn't safe alone to take the dumb option and call the nightclub instead?
Does it award you your own fate point?
Yes, this is rather this is the player can say what I'm doing here is because of this aspect, and I know it's a bad idea. So I am requesting that you compel the aspect.
Compelled. You now have 5 fate points.
Okay. In which case, yes, he will make the call, I believe, to Chloe, correct? Does he know her specifically, or does he only have, like, the number for the club?
Oh, I mean, he knows Chloe. This is not Chloe.
Oh. Oh, this is an even worse idea than I thought.
I mean, you could call Chloe.
Do I have any reason to believe that Chloe would know about spirits?
No.
Yeah. Just call and be like, "Hey, Chloe, I've got a spirit that turns people into cats trapped inside a magic circle." And Chloe would be like, lay off the drugs, Mo."
This is a frequent phrase that gets passed around between sober people.
Okay, so yes, he will call the club.
You get a
I get a Minamazum now? That's cool. What's it do?
No, you call the club, you get like a gruff voice on the phone. I'm trying to think of what to call this thing, or what to name this thing. Sorry.
Wimbledon.
No, you're like bump in the nightclub. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, this is Milo Kai Chandler. I've hung out at your place a couple times. I need look, I know this is a weird question and stuff, but I've heard that there might be people there who know about spirits. Does that make any sense to you?
One second. You hear a hand placed over the phone and somebody shouting in the background, "Hey, boss!" Uh-huh. And there's an exchange, like a little bit back and forth. Yeah, there's some guy on the phone says he needs to know about spirits. Says he's got one trapped. And he's like, "Oh, hey, you still there?
Yes, hello.
You looking to make a deal?"
Might be. What kind of deal?
Oh, well, know, most people don't mess with spirits for free. You sound like someone who might have a few things to offer besides cold hard cash, and I'd be looking for just a tad bit more. What you got?
What does he have? Not really anything. Dang, he actually really doesn't have anything he can offer people like that. Not in the slightest.
What might you be willing to do for us? You can hear a different voice on the line now.
Well, I don't know who you are or anything, so I don't know what kind of stuff you might need.
But what might you be willing to do? This deep, sultry voice speaks back.
Well, I can't commit to doing anything that might be less than ethical.
Oh, how boring.
But if you
Are you some prude? I bet you're one of those churchgoer types.
Did he call him a crude?
prude.
Oh.
No, not like that. I'm a I'm a community assistant at this living circle residential co-op.
And you got yourself a spirit. How interesting. Well, maybe I should go investigate and see what you have to offer. But you at least don't sound like the type who might turn me down for a little more basic stuff.
I got I have
Where are you at?
he gives her the name of the park.
Hopefield Park.
Hopefield. Yeah, Hopefield Park, by the river, next to the next to the Hopefield statue.
Good. I'll see you soon. Click.
It just sounds so ominous.
This is how vampires usually are. Very ominous, no?
Yeah, that do be how they do. Okay, so he's gonna look at the others and be like, well, someone's coming. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But someone's coming.
Yeah, somebody's coming down along the beach over there. Look. Says Wesley.
He looks? What? Already?
Uh, you've got a guy who looks to be thin as a stick. He's got like brown hair. He's wearing glasses. But he's got like muscles on his frame.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very specific type of person who's into bodybuilding, but as like an intellectual pursuit. Almost. sort of like a cheaty, but you know. He looks like he's gonna walk straight through your circle.
Milo again gets around so he is positioned in front of the guy. Be like, hey, sorry, mind going around here?
What you up to?
Just an art project. Work in progress.
Oh, I am a real fan of art. What you got? Is this for some kind of class or something? It's a weird art project.
It's a circle where if you step inside it, you'll get very bad luck. Everything will nothing good will probably happen, so you should just not step inside the circle.
I'm sure it'd be fine if I step inside the circle, but tell me more about your art project.
Well, it's an empty circle. That no one goes in. It's about social boundaries.
Shouldn't somebody be in the circle if it's about social boundaries?
No, because it's about, like, there's lines in society that people don't cross.
Can I, like, hack into his phone and make him receive a message from, like, somebody telling him to go somewhere?
Would you like to do this as some kind of technomancy?
Yes.
Is this a ritual or a,
In the past, we've been doing it channeling to connect to these devices.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you roll me a conviction channeling? You're looking for one shift or one, yeah.
I did in fact get 1 + 1.
And roll me discipline.
Where's the other one? Oh, that is +2.
Nice. What exactly is the message you're sending?
I'm gonna find someone, like, maybe one of the people who's recently messaged him, and have them message him and say, hey, can you come over to my place, like, now? I need your help.
Can you roll investigation?
Okay. +1. And my skill is 2, so...
This guy is argumentative. Someone's already been trying to ask him for help, and they've been going back and forth, and he's been like, nah, I don't need to come help. You just need to help yourself.
I'm gonna make it sound very dire, as in, like, I am possibly dying on the floor. Please come help me.
Okay. So he was talking to you, and then he kind of pauses and pulls out his phone and is like, well, you ever had any of those kinds of friends? Like, can't stop.
I've got a building full of those.
They're like, always trying to get you to come over. It's like they're dying on the floor or something.
Yeah.
You know, this guy hasn't been good news to me at all. Maybe I should just delete this contact and move on with my life.
Oh my god! Why is this guy such a scumbag?
Some people are scumbags.
Is Milo not going to offer any kind of, like...
Oh, right, Milo. Okay. Let's try presence as he's like, you know, a lot of people just reach out like that because they need a friend. It's more about, you know, showing you care. It'd probably be a really nice time if you went.
He's just whining for me to come play video games again.
Didn't you just say he said he's dying on the floor?
Well, that's his excuse all the time. Last time it was something about his grandmother dying or something.
You don't care about your friend's grandmother dying.
Well, look, I doubt she actually died. If everything this dude said happened to him, his life would be a real crapshoot.
Some people have real crapshoot lives.
Sounds like hocus pocus to me. I think statistically, you're not gonna find people who have lives like that. I was looking at this thing the other day. Did you know that most people don't actually have the capacity to make independent choices for themselves? Look at this. And he's showing you some pop psychology about choice fatigue.
Oh, excellent. Can I roll my rapport skill to get him explaining this and just standing right where he is and talking?
Yes.
Okay. I have a fair +2 rapport.
Is that a fair with a +2 for a total of a great, or is that a...
No, that's just flat fair.
Okay, I mean, you still get him talking. He's now won't shut up about how the way people are, and is just kind of like shallowly referring to pop psychology to support his view that people are not much.
Right.
I'm gonna send this guy another text message from a random number telling him that he's won the grand prize in the, like, I don't know, GameStop sweepstakes, and he should go down to the a specific store on the other side of town to pick up his prize of a $500 gift card.
He changes the subject to scams and phishing scams. He wishes people would stop texting and phishing scams, and he shows you this message and points out. He says that the word, that if it was a real sweepstakes, they'd spell out the 500, but they just put the 500 as a number, and therefore that's why you know it's a phishing scam.
Yeah.
About this time, there's another guy walks up. This guy is he's blonde. He's got short hair. He is also pretty lithe. He's got like this. He's sort of built like this other guy, but he's tall. He's like 6'5". Looks kind of lithe, but you can tell he's also got muscle. He's wearing like a black tank top and like black jeans. His skin is very pale, by the way. And he walks up to you and he's like, "Hey, are you Milo?"
Yes, I'm Milo. Hello.
And who's this you got with you?
I don't know. Can I roll empathy to silently communicate? Please make him leave.
Yes.
Okay, this is a -2, but that still leaves us at a fair +2 empathy.
I see how it is. just looks at the guy. Like, he looks really hard at the guy, and it's just like, hey, Chuckleface, scram! And the guy runs. Like, unnaturally compelled to do so.
That was really nice, thank you.
And Rose will be like, you know, that gift card would have been real if he would have actually left to go get it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sweetie. Yeah.
Well, she's more telling it to Milo.
Mm-hmm. Milo's like, we've been trying to get rid of him for a while.
Now, Mr. Milo.
Yes.
You're not a bad looker, are you? He kind of circles you like a predator circling prey. Well, that's something to work with. You know, all the rage on the internet these days is these femboys. I bet you'd fit really nicely into a dress.
What?
Oh my god.
I kind of doubt that. I got a little too much muscle for the femboy thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Why is that his
We'll figure
first
something out
thing?
for you.
What?
We'll figure something out for you. I think we could use.
I'm very confused right now.
Why is his first, like, idea to turn Milo into a femboy?
Have you guys seen that show, The Goku Dolls?
The what? No, what are you talking about?
That's the one with Lauren. You two were laughing about it when we scrolled past it on Netflix a while ago. It's the one with the Yakuza guys who are turned into an idol group.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds incredibly silly.
It is.
Now, as it were, let's suppose that I have a little bit of trouble helping to staff my club. Let's suppose that you have a little bit of trouble with that spirit, and he points over in your circle.
You make him sound like a vampire Ben Shapiro. Let's...
Right. Okay. Staff. What kind of club is this?
Oh, well, see, it's, the trouble I always have is that my friends always come around when they're a tad short on things, are looking to get a little boost, and, I'm always running out of people to help boost them up. I don't like to stay around, even if the pay is good. Money doesn't talk quite like it should.
This sounds bad.
Boost them up? What do you mean?
I love...
Milo, you know what I am?
Absolutely, I have no idea.
I'm just watching his figure get closer and closer.
Well, you could say that me and my friend, you could say that I am something like an incubus. And my friends, well, sometimes they have needs too. Now, the way I see it is, if you scratch my back, or promise to, I can scratch yours.
Milo would like to make a lore check. How dangerous is what's being proposed here? I have a +1 for a fair result. Or sorry, +2 total.
He looks like he's so close that he could just stick his tongue out and lick his ear.
Yes. Despite their apparent disposition, White Court vampires are some of the most stuck in the mud kind of people in the city. They're one of the more conservative forces for keeping things how they are. And part of that means that they don't actually like to rock the boat, and that would mean that they don't actually like to run dangerous clubs. But it does look hella sleazy.
Okay, so this is effectively normal prostitution that is being suggested.
Yes.
Hey, buddy, you want to become a prostitute?
Vampire.
It's
For those who are not in the know,
What?
well, I already said this. White Court vampires are emotional vampires who specifically work around sex and sexual happenings, but don't always work around that.
Oh my
This is how
god.
they usually operate.
The blush is such an amazing touch.
Do I have any aspects that are helpful here? Milo is like, maybe just once.
Maybe just once?
Mm-hmm.
Like once a month, or?
And not unless you expect to be banishing spirits once a month. One-time thing, one-time thing.
Once, and I guess a little extra money to help with the club. You know, help staff things for a little bit, keep a couple of people paid. Yeah, they $1 grand, $2 grand.
Is that anywhere within Milo's average resources?
That is a lot.
Yeah.
He could pull it. He could swing it.
Or
okay. How about, you want you got a service here, this kind of thing you can do. How about you do this? I can bless your club so it's like sexier.
I could also just get him money.
Oh, that's true.
I have access to credit cards.
He'd be like, okay, yeah, we can get you money. Rose, get him some money.
Does he have any devices on him?
Yes, he has a cell phone.
Can I connect to his phone to get his bank account number and routing number?
Please card. Roll me a channeling at a 2 shifts.
As in, I need to get 2 shifts?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I got. I got 2.
On
Keep
the
in
roll?
mind that's
On the roll.
Okay, then you actually are at 4 because you start at 2.
Oh, okay.
okay. And I need a discipline for 2 shifts as well.
I got +1, so that's 3, I think.
Excellent.
Good. How much money are you transferring this guy?
How much is he asking for?
2,000.
Yeah, she'll just get a credit card and just send him $2,000.
Okay, duly noted.
And she'll just be like, "Okay, you have the $2,000 in your account."
Say what? He kind of shakes out of this routine and checks his phone. Oh. Well, I say let's shake on it just for good measure. He offers a hand to Milo.
Okay, Milo will shake his hand, but as he does so, he's using his conviction to attempt to block the use of any supernatural power against him.
Okay, roll your conviction.
This is a -1 for a good. It is a 3-shift block.
Nice. You don't feel anything go up against it though.
Okay.
Alright, my man, you want this spirit banished?
We also kind of need to know what exactly it is.
Oh, well, one of these things is easier than the other. Now, where did I put that? He starts petting himself down. He pulls out a, it's a monocle.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really match his style at all.
Right.
He puts it on, he looks at the thing for a second, kind of tilts his head back and forth, and is like, oh, that's a weird one. Got like a... It's a polymorphing spirit. Never seen anything like that. That's unique. Where'd you get this?
I think somebody who lives in the apartment complex I run tried to summon it to turn himself into a cat girl.
What a character.
Well, they're cats now. It's been turning people into cats.
Well, yes, that's what it does.
How does,
Why didn't it actually turn him into a cat girl?
It doesn't do cat girls, it does cats.
Oh, like they have each one has a specific thing that it turns people into?
The first time I've seen a polymorph spirit. This one's just polymorphing cats. It's like a... Spirits are like... Oh, I don't know how you describe them. They've got little parts to them. This one has that part, which I've never seen before, and a cat part, which I assume is necessary for it to turn things into cats.
What would happen if we added... What would happen if we added the human girl part? Would that just make it do what the guy summoned it to do?
Let's
Yeah, I don't know.
super not do that.
I'm just curious.
I mean, I'm actually kind of amazed it doesn't like create more of those. He points over to the biker gang.
Don't point at them, they're mean.
Look like I care. Alright, you got what you wanted to know. It's time for this thing to scram on home. As he takes out a cigarette and lights it before he takes a couple of puffs, and then he takes it out and traces a pentacle in the air and blows it. And your spirit is gone.
Oh, good. Milo just relaxes. He pets his cat. He's like, everything is okay now.
Well, these guys are still cats.
Serenity said that she could probably fix it once she found out what the spirit that did it was.
Oh, true.
We just need to go tell her what happened. Oh no. It's gone.
Alright, Milo Kai. Go skedaddle and take care of your little business. And he hands you a card. But I do expect to see you soon.
Yeah. I'll see ya.
Okay, later, love. As he walks off.
Does this mean you're his femboy now?
I'm not a boy. Like, you remember earlier? I ripped the back door off a van. You want to see Femboy do that?
I'm sure a femboy could do that if he had the powers.
Well, I don't have any powers. I just eat meat.
Shouldn't Milo be like a vegan?
That's...
He just feels like that kind of person who'd be super ethical and be a vegan. Because of the cruelty to animals from even eating them when they're treated humanely till death.
Possible. I think then... I'll think about that. But so what he says is that he eats protein.
Okay. Oh look, he's pink now. Oh no. He's glowing pink.
Thanks, I hate it.
What are you doing?
Alright. So you have banished your spirit. You're in a park full of cats now.
Right. It's just gonna stay full of cats. Forever. Getting rid of the cats would be a major magical undertaking. And I think impossible without magic.
And your pink glowing legs.
Yeah, let's take, wait, do we need to take all the cats that used to be people to Serenity, or do you think she can fix them all from where she is?
I mean, if you had to guess, you'd probably say, might need to take all the cats to Serenity.
We could just like Pied Piper the
really
cats to the island.
Okay, so I think Milo starts grabbing cats that were people and putting them in his car, and just slowly filling the car with cats until he has all the ones from the park that used to be people.
Besides Evan and Tony, a couple more that are just cats. You have to grab that lady you find somebody else who's like, yeah, I got these pointy ears, aren't they cool? And decide to leave them alone. And then you catch a couple of people who are like, actually complaining about things, kind of like your character over there. And so yeah, you have about 3 people and say 5 cats,
Oh,
roughly speaking.
cool. Shove them all in the car. Um,
Can I get a roll for overpacking your car?
is that overpacked? I thought he would have a pretty big car because of his job.
All right. What kind of car do you have?
Does Kat, does the kind of car that you have come in an electric version
No.
or something shaped like that?
I don't know if you can get an SUV that big that's electric.
Yeah, you need like a station wagon or not a station wagon, a minivan. They do make electric minivans.
I think they're plug-in hybrids though. I don't know if they make fully electric minivans.
Yeah, is this fully electric or is this a plug-in hybrid?
A car big enough to fit what he wants to fit is probably a plug-in hybrid.
That makes sense then. Yeah. We'll take one of those.
Okay. Let's say it's a Toyota.
Nice.
So yeah, back to Silent Isle.
Yes.
What are you doing for your temple donation this time?
It's the same day. Do I have to bring another one?
Technically no.
Okay. I'll take my flat +1 resources. I won't roll for it, which should allow me to like donate a $100 bill.
Cool. The monks take it graciously, and you say, "I'm here to see humanity." So, they're replaced by 2 differently robed monks, who then take you back up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Where gonna brought to a room and asked to wait. And actually spend about 30 minutes there before Serenity shows up.
Mm-hmm.
It's Milo. Well, did you find anything interesting?
Yes.
I see you've got some friends.
Yeah, they were affected too. It was, I'm told it was a polymorph spirit, with a cat aspect.
Well, that's interesting. A thing I have not heard about in a long time. But I do believe I've read about one somewhere. As she goes, I can look into what can specifically be done. More broadly, I think there are a few ways to fix people like this. Though it is very careful and very slow. Afraid that they will have to be guests at the monastery for a week.
All right. That's fine. I also covered Hopewell Park and cats, trying to find them all, and I don't know if that's going anywhere, ever. I tried to broadcast cat energies, and it worked.
It just worked a little too well, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe that is a true threat to the city's peace.
No, I just thought you would want to know.
Thank you. I appreciate people telling me the consequences of their actions, especially when they're on my behalf. And thank you, both for bringing this to my attention and for banishing and finding out about the spirit. It was a very interesting time. Polymorphing magic is specifically difficult. That's why most attempted practitioners end up as shapeshifters. Do you have anything else you wish to discuss? Anything weighing you down?
Does he, hey Rose, do you think you should tell her about the deal he made?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you know, to get the thing banished, we had to ask for help, and we asked, these guys, they have a club. It's called, Bump in the Night.
They wanted him to be a femboy there.
Or something like that. They want me to show up one night. Is that gonna be, like, dangerous?
She puts a hand on your shoulder. You have a spell on you now, by the way. And she says, I think everything will work out perfectly fine for you. Need to worry.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I assume I'll see you around sometime? Hopefully under better circumstances.
Yes, yeah, maybe I can, maybe I can set up a group visit from the co-op. There's a lot of people who might appreciate hanging out here, or, visiting for some meditation or something.
Our grounds are always open for those interested in practicing meditation and prayer. I would look forward to a visit from your co-op. Bows slightly.
He will return it. Oh no.
Why is she just slowly getting closer to him? Is she gonna whisper in his ear?
I think we gave Xanthor the wrong kind of energy. Alright, I don't think if you don't have anything else to say to Serenity, I believe that more or less ends the scene, and she's not going to ask you about the weather.
Right. No, I think that's a good place for them to make their goodbyes and thank her for their help, and and head back to where they should be.
All right. I think that's the last one for the night. How do you two feel? Or you three?
Michael's animations were something else.
I very much appreciated it.
Yeah, they are definitely appreciated.
I especially
Thank you,
love
Dad.
I love the way Milo was blushing the whole time. The guy was interacting. and he inexplicably has like pink leggings on now.
Yeah, he's a femboy now.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh no. Alright. That wraps the session. I'm gonna do this next week. I have to come up with a completely new story.
But if you want to see the next one, please subscribe
We could always just
and like the
take
video.
No, I do think, well, I know next Tuesday I'll be online. Next Sunday, it'll be something. And the question is simply, will it be more of this campaign?
Yeah. Michael, how do you feel?
I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Cool.
It is cool. It is a cool experience. It is. I am enjoying the experimentation with this format. I have some suggestions for making it look a little bit nicer.
Do we want to do this
and-
when we're done with the stream?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. That's
let's-
what I was gonna say.
Oh, I thought we were done. I'm sorry.
No. We should
We're
probably
still
end
on
up.
stream. I was just saying goodbye, and that we'll be streaming. It looks like Dresden Files RPG again next week. So tune in then if you're interested in that. Tune in the meantime if you'd like to see trains go by.
And like and subscribe.
Yeah. Also follow, share this with your friends. If you enjoyed it, the VOD will be up on Twitch, and at some point there'll probably be a YouTube link to somewhere. There might be multiple. I can't really tell. All right. Nice seeing you and nice having you around, and that's good night.